holy shit. So I'm a comedy virgin. This is my very first time on stage. So please be gentle with me. My name's Gwen. It's short for Gwyneth, which is a Welsh name, and it's pronounced in Welsh. How many people, by show of clapping, live with their mothers? Right on. I thought I'd be the only one up here. My dad passed away about 4 years ago. No sympathy needed. And I sold my house in the Western communities. Notice I didn't say Langford. And moved in with my mother. But I don't tell people that I moved in with my mother. I tell people my mother moved in with me. Because if I tell people that I moved in with my mother, they think, oh shit, what a loser, how old is she? But if I tell people my mother moved in with me, then it's, oh, what a good daughter, you're so compassionate, how kind, how kind. So, living with my mother, she's 89 3/4, and she likes to tell people that she's 89 3/4. It's kind of like a little kid. Nobody's 9 or 10, everybody's 9 1/2. I'm 10 1/2. So you say to my mom, how old are you, Mom? I'm 89 3/4. Yeah, living with seniors brings a whole new way of looking at things. Aromatherapy completely changes. There's no more scented oils or fragrances. It's now all Vicks Vapor Rub. And there's no such thing as a booty call anymore. It's now, well, depends. My mom's got macular degeneration, and if anybody knows what that is, it's a progressive disease of the eye, and your central vision is gone, so she can only sort of see around the sides. And it hasn't stopped her telling me what to do. She still tells me how to drive. When I get ready to go for a night out, she says, why are you wearing that? Mom, I thought you couldn't see. Oh, I can see that! Think about living with your parents, as most of you know, as you never grow up. I will always be 10 years old in my mom's mind. The other day I was going out shopping, and my mom yells from upstairs, now don't forget to put your coat on, put your shoes on, and tie your laces. And I thought, Jesus, Mom, I've been tying my laces for 3 years now, and I'm doing pretty good. Now, when I was a kid, I thought I had the weirdest parents in the world. You know, some kids went to school and they wore pants, but I had to wear trousers. The other kids went to school and they took sandwiches in their lunch, and I had to take butties. And it took me a long time to figure out, hey, my parents are English. My mom is so English that it depends on the situation, her accent changes. So if she's on the phone talking to someone, you'll hear, oh, thank you. Yes, that's right. Oh, yes, thank you very much. Oh, yes. Yes, goodbye. Tell me hello. Tip, tip. Have a good day. But if she's watching Trump TV, then she'll say, you fucking idiot! What the fuck are you doing now? My mother is so English, she even farts with an accent. So by sound of clapping, how many people are single in the room tonight? I'm single. I have been for many years. No sympathy needed. I'm quite fine. I have one rule. If there's going to be a fat, drunken asshole asleep on my couch, it's going to be me. My My dating history started very early. My first boyfriend was Roy Rogers. And it was David Cassidy. Then it was Potsy Weber. Oh, God, Potsy. And then it was desperation, single, marriage, divorce. Desperation, shacked up, desperation, single, marriage, divorce. And my mom is like an app that you cannot delete. So when I talk about men, which I do very rarely because I always get the same thing, is he married? Is he married? And it's like a flow chart. I come in, oh, met this new guy today. Oh, is he married? Yes. End of conversation. If I tell her I met a new guy and she says, oh, is he married? And I make the mistake of saying no, then I get the Spanish Inquisition. How old is he? Does he have nice hair? Where does he work? Does he have a financial advisor? Does he have any health problems? Does he have cardiac issues? Does he have a life insurance policy? My mom is so desperate to get me married off. Children are not in the future, by the way. But my mom is so desperate to get me married off, she runs out and stands out in the front of the house and hails cars to see if there's any single men in them. Yeah, I just moved out to Sydney, and I really like it out there. I thought, if I'm not finding any husband material in Chicktoria, then I'll give it a shot where I would be the new kid on the block in Sydney, because the average age is about 105. So we bought a new house. It's a very, very, very fine house. And there's 2 cats in the yard. We also have a goldfish, and we have a bird. And the bird's name is Cookie, which has given him a really bad attitude. And the goldfish's name is Goldie. My mom named him. And anything that happens in your house with a senior is just never an issue. It's always a domestic incident. So the other day, my mom was looking around and she says, have you seen my false teeth? I said, did you check your face? And I asked, smartass, no, honestly, did you see my false teeth? And I said, check the fish bowl. It might be in there. That's where you put them last time. She says, no, I looked in the fish bowl and they weren't there. But man, I had a great tuna sandwich.